Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL Code S. I'm Tasis. With me as Artosis. He's back again after going to the dentist yesterday. How are you feeling?
Well, Tasteless, I'm getting old. I'm just falling apart everywhere. Have to get my wisdom teeth out.
Yeah, apparently he didn't get it pulled yesterday, but he will
He
be
told me I
pulled
have
soon.
to make an appointment. Whatever, I'll wait until GSL isn't on so I don't have to miss any more GSL. But yeah, man, I'm getting old. I'm
You're falling apart, man. It's all right.
Sad.
It's okay.
Sad
They can't hear your pacemaker going through this mic.
Yeah. I hope no one EMPs me, man. I'll be dead.
So, today we had a pretty exciting group. We've got IMNesTea against sanZenith, and then Slayer's Boxer against OGS and Snare.
Yeah.
I got to say, this group, 3 of these guys all have a very good chance of getting out.
That's right. If sanZenith makes it out, Tasteless, I'm going to swallow a sword.
That's quite a
and not just
bold
like
statement.
a straight sword, like sword swallows.
One of those
big
wiggly
lips.
ones?
One of the wiggly ones.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive. sanZenith, almost no way this guy should be able to get out of the group.
Yeah.
No offense to the guy. He's good. He's easily masters
he doesn't play
material.
professionally. You
But
know?
yeah, he doesn't play
He's just
professionally.
playing it for fun.
He got this far in we found this out in his interview. He got this far in GSL Season 1. And look, everybody just sort of caught up, and that's okay. He even said, look, I'm not a pro gamer.
Yeah.
I'm actually just playing this game in my pastime. I know Dan and me have given him some crap, but when we found that out, we were kind of like, oh.
It's a good answer, man.
That's completely
Can't
legit.
battle someone like that.
Yeah, he's like, well, sorry, I just
Can't
don't
put
actually
that guy
play all the
down.
time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he could maybe pull an upset, take a game off somebody. We don't know.
Yeah.
Not as likely, but the longer you stay in Code S, the better.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, he's fighting Nestea first. And Nestea, I mean, as long as he has at least one Zergling and a Spore Crawler, when you get to his base, he will hold your rush.
He's
So,
pretty solid.
I don't know
Speaking
what
of which,
sanZenith's going to do there.
let's go ahead and go to the match results. Pull them up on screen now. As you can see, in Group A, I'm MVP, OGS Hyperdub, July, and MC. Only MC and July move on. MVP knocked out.
Huge news.
Damn.
Huge news.
And in Group B, with players like Clyde, Zenio, and Bjorn, Hydra forfeited his match. Bjorn and Clyde managed to make it out, so unfortunate for Zenio, being the only guy to not get out of that group without playing. I mean, with Vice still playing.
Yeah.
So it'll be. Oh, and by the way, for the other results, we had Jinro and Check Prime get out of Group C, as you can see, Pulp Prime and Rainbow, unfortunately, not make it out. And then over here in Group D, Nada and Hongan Prime made it out. The best, top, did not advance. I'm not really shocked by Group D's results.
No. Just a little tiny bit. I felt like Top was going to outplay Hongan, but
Yeah.
Hongan, as he said, he warp gate rushed him before Top could do anything and knocked him out. So, hey, Hongan told him ahead of time.
I believe he even said he was going to work get rush to him.
Yeah.
In that series. By the way, for today's matches, we already know about Group E. We've already talked about it. So for Group F, that'll be the second half of today's matches. Choya Foyu against Foxland and Bonbon Zenith against OGS the win.
That is such an interesting group. I'm
So
actually
close.
really excited to go and see that one.
I'm hoping Lynn can make it out.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I am crossing my fingers for a Lin the win victory on that group. But first, Tasteless, we're going to play the group that everyone is really waiting to see, Nestea and Slayer's Boxer. And the thing is, Snare is actually a tip-top level Terran.
Well, before we talk about that, Artosis, why don't we look at the Secret Girls, a K-pop group? Check it out.
임재덕 선수의 추리는 100점 만점! 명탐정 적으로 다시 한번 결승 무대에 오르게 되길 기대하고 있겠습니다. 듬직한 모습으로 트로피 거뜬히 드는 모습 꼭 보고 싶어요. 기적의 사나이 강초원 선수, 군대 가기 전에 꼭 자신의 목표를 이루시길 바랄게요. 저 진거가 응원하도록 하겠습니다. 푸토의 기적 강초원 선수 화이팅! 진정한 황제 임요환 선수, 지금 이 무대에서 황제의 위엄을 보여주세요. 백성들이 따를 수밖에 없는 황제의 멋진 모습 기대할게요.
테란의 새로운 왕 김상철 선수, 진정한 왕위를 계승하시길 바랄게요. 김상철 선수의 따뜻한 봄이 오길 기도합니다. 화이팅!
Well, everybody's wish to win. OGS and Snare's wish to warm. Spring this upcoming year. That is the K-pop group Secret. Feel free, not now because we're in the middle of the GSL, but feel free to check out their videos on YouTube. Actually, some of the the most well-produced music videos in Korea.
Yeah,
Very
they
high
are.
budget.
They are indeed.
So, in our boxes here, at the top, Nestea against sanZenith. This is a very rough match for sanZenith. sanZenith is, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Artosis, but I believe he's the only non-pro gamer in Codes.
I do believe you are correct, sir.
It's basically impossible if you're not grinding all day, training like it's your job, to be this far along. sanZenith knows that, and if I was in his position, I'd just do the best I can. No pressure.
That's it, man. And that's the one nice thing about it. As long as he truly means it, that he's not a pro gamer and he's going to go to the Army soon, he has nothing to lose. He can just play his heart out and try whatever he wants and see if it works.
Yeah.
Now he's playing against Nestea, who sees everything before it happens and always knows what's going on. So
Nestea's basically, whenever you attack him, it's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
It's the best way I could possibly put it.
Exactly.
If you're on the creep, you're probably going to lose to Nestea. And as you can see, Nestea,
Nestea is a creeper.
he's a creeper. He's got 1,500 points compared to sanZenith's 300. Now, 300 might not look like a lot, but it's more than most of the players in Code 8.
That's right.
It is.
And if it wasn't, then they'd be in Code S.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it is.
Drop of knowledge. These guys have no match history. Nestea eliminating Crossfire, interestingly enough, though sanZenith eliminated Scrap Station. I would have thought he would have eliminated one of the newer maps.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done as
Yeah.
a Protoss player right now.
Well, against a Zerg, yeah. Maybe he's just lining that up to play Terrans. Scrap Station, not the most comfortable map for Protoss versus Terran. Drop harassment can be pretty hard to stop there. So that's my guess. He'd remove that for the Terran players.
Probably.
Because the new maps, well, they're pretty good for PvT. But PvZ, yeah, they can be a little bit harder than a map like Scrap Station. So yeah, I think he's probably just like, okay, this is the throwaway game. If I'm going to win anything, it's going to be against a Terran.
Yeah, fair enough, actually. You know, Nestea and sanZenith have an easier time preparing for this group because they only have 2 matchups to worry about. Not 3, but enough of that. The countdown has begun. It's going to be our first game of today's Code S. Nestea, champion of GSL Season 2, against sanZenith. Probably having the hardest time staying in Code S. Let's see how this game turns out. Let's see what sanZenith's got. Head-to-head here at the GSL. Over here in the upper right on the map, Shakras Plateau, we have the champion of GSL Season 2 and also a lovely drink.
IMNesTea.
It's actually packed in here.
Oh.
Brought his Nestea with him. Gotta stay hydrated. I love it. Over here in the bottom left, we have our blue Protoss.
sanZenith.
Again, not much of a history from this guy. New, only pro gamer, a non-pro gamer, excuse me, in Code S.
Now, little thing to point out, these are the best positions that Nestea could hope for.
Yeah.
Also, we saw that sanZenith just threw down a pylon at the front. Probably will go for a very fast expansion with the pylon placement like that.
Yeah, probably.
Of course, he could make some gateways or something, but we will see, Tasteless.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
Might want to try some sort of a cannon rush if his opponent does go hatch first, but as we see, Nestea has no
first.
plans on going hatch first against sanZenith.
You can tell he's going to go pull first because the extractor is planted before the hatchery. No reason in the world why you want to get that much gas. Go extractor, hatchery, pull.
And in fact, throws that forge down before he scouts the Zerg. Sees that Nestea is doing the safest build you can possibly do. Very smart move by Nestea.
For all you guys at home, I'd highly recommend you try the build Nestea's doing if you're Zerg. You're going to lose a lot less to stuff you normally shouldn't lose to.
Yeah.
Anybody who plays Starcraft, I'm sure the vast majority of our viewers play, whether it's for entertainment or to learn and improve their ladder rank, doing what Nestea's doing. And it's really this is a great symbol for the way Nestea plays. It's safe and consistent. He's the opposite of Fruit Dealer.
Yeah, no, he's very much so. He's like an iDraw. You know, they have a similar style where you're just going to play very, very safely. And he just snuck a probe through the middle. I think Nestea should have seen it. We don't know if he actually did. It was just on the corner of the minimap. A lot of times you miss stuff there. But it's interesting that he is actually running a probe over there. I wonder what he's going to do with that.
And the links come out. With this build, you do get Zergling speed, unless you're trying to do something sneaky. But basically, you always get Zergling speed. You only mine 100 gas. Then you put the drones back onto minerals, because you want to, you just need the minerals to be blunt. And you start getting gas a little bit later on. Protoss walls in. It's funny because Terran in Starcraft 1 was the characteristic I got a wall in all the time race.
Yeah.
Now it's Protoss.
Yeah,
especially against Zerg.
Especially against Zerg, yeah. I mean, if you don't wall in against Zerg, then there's a lot that they can do to you, Tasteless. You have to be very careful.
I don't even think you get into Platinum.
That's actually...
I don't know because I'm not Platinum, but I can't even imagine. I've
Yeah.
never even encountered Diamond players who are not walling in against
People
Zerg.
will just make Zerglings and kill you. It's,
You actually just attack them and they die.
yeah, yeah. So it looks like that additional probe was actually just for scouting that he sent out. Kind of interesting that he sent out that early for that. Yeah, you know, Tasteless, a lot of Protoss versus Zerg is about controlling the surface area that Zerg can attack you in. That is shown in the wall, and that is also shown a lot with force fields.
Yeah, I'm surprised you let that pylon finish. That's actually not worth it.
Yeah.
Not to... We know sanZenith is not a pro gamer, but just it's not actually going to buy enough time. Zerg doesn't have to get the third base up as desperately as he does the second base.
Yeah. You know, right now Nestea is going to be concentrating on droning up. And, of course, seeing that his opponent has gone for a fast expansion, he's probably going to make that third. But, you know, Nestea isn't even under any real pressure anywhere right now.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, the Forge expansion is a pretty passive build. A lot of ways to follow it up as Protoss. sanZenith probably going to want to go for some Warp Gate pressure, I would think. Because if you don't pressure your opponent, he's going to get a lot of drones, Tasteless. Drones are good.
They are pretty good.
They mine minerals, they make buildings.
Yeah.
They do all sorts of stuff.
Buildings and minerals are also
They can
quite
attack
good.
stuff if you want. Not so good at that, but they can.
Now, one thing
Put
to
them in
notice
Overlords.
Protoss, there's not a lot of stuff Protoss can do. Protoss, if you want one trick to really pressure the Zerg, is you make one Stalker, come out of your base, try to get these Zerglings at the Zelnaga Watchtower. Normally, even though they have Zergling speed, they're not going to get more than 6 Zerglings. And if you're good with a Stalker, and the Zerglings are controlling the Zelnaga Watchtowers, you can move out, do a little bit of harassment, maybe get an Overlord. But then again, I think at the highest level games, you shouldn't bother. But it's just, it's one trick.
Yeah.
I know the vast majority of our viewers are not even Diamond.
Well, Tasteless, we have
Warp Gate,
6
timing
Warp Gates
push.
going up, so this is actually just going to be a Warp Gate all, and he's in fact chrono boosting out his +1 attack on the Forge. So it looks like sanZenith's just going to do a 6 Warp Gate timing.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Nestea getting his +1 in range, getting that Roach Warren up, and, you know, trying to get some drones at his third base.
We don't have the Twilight Council up, right?
No. It's just going to be Warp Gate units.
So,
That's it.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, you know, being
could be good, but-
having Nestea being so much better than him, I like it as an
Think
idea.
so?
You know, just fast expand, get a really strong attack.
I suppose if there's a way that he's going to beat Nestea, you might as well do it with an unusual timing push.